This is the third generation Hyundai Santa Fe. Santa Fe is a vehicle that is very important to Hyundai because in the 90s when Hyundai was struggling, this vehicle really just kind of kept the brand going. And now in its third generation, it's bigger and better and more powerful than ever. We're going to go explore a little bit what's under the hood, what's inside, and what makes this one of the best crossovers you can buy today. I need to explain the Santa Fe philosophy for a second. You have a Santa Fe Sport, which is the 5-passenger vehicle. Then you have this vehicle here, which is the Santa Fe Limited, and that's a 6-passenger because you have captain seats in the second row. And then you have the Santa Fe GLS, which is essentially the entry level, but you have a 60-40 split second row seat, and that makes it a 7-passenger vehicle. Another distinction for the Santa Fe over the Santa Fe Sport is what's under the hood. What we have here is a 3.3-liter V6 GDI, or gas direct injection. It produces 290 horsepower and 252 pound-feet of torque. Now, one thing that Hyundai did for this Santa Fe is lighten it by 333 pounds, which makes this the best vehicle in the segment for power to weight ratio. Because the Santa Fe has 3 rows, it replaces an outgoing model, the Veracruz. The Veracruz was a fine vehicle, but this Santa Fe is much better. As you can see from an appearance standpoint, it has a fresh look, a very modern look. You have a big bold grille, you've got these massive headlights, you have this rake back windshield. It's just a very sexy looking crossover, if I could say that, and all at a starting price of around $29,000. Power liftgates are very important for buyers in this segment, but with the Santa Fe, if you want the power liftgate, you have to step up to the Limited. It's not available on the GLS. Another feature that's important to buyers in this segment, fuel economy. In the case of the Santa Fe, if you get the front-wheel drive version, 18 city, 25 highway. If you get the all-wheel drive version, you're going to drop 1 per gallon on the highway, 18, 24 on the highway. If you're trying to decide between the Santa Fe and Santa Fe Sport, here are some numbers that might help you with your decision. The Santa Fe is 8.5 inches longer. It is almost 4 inches longer in wheelbase and has almost 39 cubic feet more interior volume. The Santa Fe has made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission that is really pretty good. It's a little bit sluggish off the start, but it's not something that you're going to notice. We're a little more nitpicky than the average driver. But overall, it's a great transmission. I really like the way you sit up in the vehicle. It's got great visibility. The steering is as true as it gets for a crossover like this. Overall, you're going to have a great ownership experience if you step up to this vehicle. It's not hard to make this one of our top recommendations. When you look at the segment, you've got Nissan Pathfinder, which is a nice vehicle, a very new vehicle, but has a CVT, and it's not for everyone. You have the Ford Explorer, which has really kind of proven itself to be a great competitor, but it's a little pricey. And then you have vehicles like the Highlander and from Toyota and the Honda Pilot, all great vehicles, but none of them have the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty that Hyundai has. And quite honestly, if you look at recent studies, Hyundai's doing really well with customer satisfaction, residual value or resale value, and just overall ownership experience. So it's a brand that's not just making good cars to drive, they're making very reliable vehicles. One of the things that both my co-pilot and I noticed after driving the Santa Fe all day is how quiet it is. It almost feels premium or luxurious, which is a really good thing for a vehicle of this price. Now, Hyundai has also gone to great lengths to simplify the structure of buying one of these. And what they've done is for the GLS, you have 3 different ways you can configure it. In the all-wheel drive, 3 for the front-wheel drive, and on the Limited, you only have 2 for each drivetrain. It's a great thing because in the past,